president thinks people with all those chronic conditions, which are mainly unpreventable, by the way, cost too much. And secondly, I'm here today because I'm worried that the medical innovation and progress that can actually help these conditions will be impacted by a socialized healthcare system. Now, let me explain. Our second child, Celine, has what we call a special heart. To put it bluntly, she has half of a heart. Her right ventricle failed to develop, and along with that major problem, there were a handful of other defects. Now, Celine, who will be 8 in October, is alive today because of the legacy of American surgical innovations. Children like my daughter are saved by procedures which were developed primarily by American surgeons in American institutions or those who trained with them. Now, it's true, I am proud to be an American, but I'm not trying to brag. It's just that these life-saving innovative procedures were not developed in the UK, where nationalized healthcare has been around for 60 years. Or how many hours a week our surgeons can work, or which patients they can see or can't see, and so on. Now, we have all, rich, poor, privately insured, on Medicare or Medicaid, we have all benefited from American medical innovation. When we think about healthcare in America, let's remember that we are leaders. Let's think long and hard about what we stand to lose. Do we want to throw away the medical innovation, the competition, and the ethos of progress that we have in the U.S.? One we've all benefited from. No. Now, private insurance gave us options, and those options don't seem that important until you're faced with a life or death situation. Celine's defects are extremely rare, and we were able to choose among several surgeons, and it turns out the best one was here in Chicago. Yeah. And we know that if she has a crisis now or in the future, that she's not going to have to go on a wait list to be seen. She'll be treated by the cardiologist and the surgeon, the ones who have known her heart from birth. And it turns out that's pretty important when you have the rarest of the rare of defects. Now I'm just going to close here. I don't know if Celine would be with us today if we didn't have those choices. I'm certain she wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the competitive, innovative legacy of cardiac surgery that developed in the U.S. And it saved lives of kids in Chicago, all over the U.S., and all over the world. Now, if we're entering an era where it's acceptable to say that those who need the most health care and the most costly health care, the chronically ill, the elderly, and the terminally ill, are too costly, I doubt we will continue to be leaders in medical innovation and progress. Let's think long and hard about what we stand to lose, not only for ourselves, but for our children and for those who are most likely to be viewed as burdens on society. Thanks.
Thank you for having the courage to be here to share your story.